Welcome to our channel, Money Simplified. Today's video is about money mistakes we should avoid in our young adult life or in our early 20s. So before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share with your friends, and comment down below your finance related questions and the favorite part of this video. So let's get into it.
Hi, welcome to our channel. This is very important question Mohammed asked us today, and I hope so it will be very helpful for all the people, our young viewers, especially the young viewer who are watching our videos. So we say you to just stick till the end of the video to see what are the all important information we're going to give you today in this video. These are my money mistakes which I wish I should have known when I was in my early 20s age, and I would have made a lot of good decision at that time. But you are fortunate that you have this platform available so that you can learn from the mistakes that other people making. So just dive into the video. The first mistake and the biggest mistake which I did in my early 20s is waiting to invest. You see, this is a very important quote from Warren Buffett, that timing is in the market is not important, but time in the market is important. When you're starting your career, especially in your early 20s, time factor is on your side. The more time you spend in the market for your investment, the more leverage you have to grow your investments. So then another quote from the Einstein, that compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. So by time spent in the market, you get the compounding factor towards you. What is compounding factor? You invest into the market, you get some return, and you reinvest that return into the market, and with the passage of time that thing grows. So I just give you an example. If somebody in start of his 20s, or precisely at the age of 20, start to invest $100 a month in a stock market, and in North America the S&P 500 index averagely rate of return is 8%. So with the compounding effect, when the person reach at the age of 65, he would have been invested $504,000 investment value in the market. And if that investment is in the dividend given stock, so you can easily live off on your dividend. But on the other hand, if someone wanted to wait for only 5 years, so starting investing in the age of 20, instead is starting investing in the age of 25, the investment at the end of 65 would be $377,000. So you see, by waiting only merely 5 years, you lost almost $127,000 over a period of time. So that's why a lot of time people in the start of their career, or in the start of their adult age, they think that they have a lot of time to invest or to create the assets. Yes, you have a lot of time. So instead of wasting that time, start using that time in the benefit of your own financial good. The next, the biggest mistake what the people do are the buying expensive cars. You see, referring to our previous video about the assets and expenses, the people think car is their asset. Even they think the car is their assets, it's a depreciating asset. Because every year, the value of the car is going down and down. As per the survey in North America, a brand new vehicle loses 30% of its value in first year. So if somebody bought a vehicle for $50,000, so in first year it reducing the 30% of that value, and every year that value decrease and decrease. On the other hand, for keeping up the repair and maintenance and just to keep the car, you have to spend a lot of money every month. So now, as per my personal experience, if you living in a big city just like Toronto, so a lot of time people don't need a personal vehicle to do that. Or people living in the New York, because of the public transport, very good public transport, people don't need a car at all. But still, if you want to have a car, it should not be more than 10% of your gross income of every month. your transportation expenses. If it is more than 10% of your expenses, then you're wasting that money. The next point that is very important point, and is also related to our previous video. If anybody want to watch that video, go back in our playlist and see. Not creating a budget and tracking the expenses. Now, creating of budget is what? The creating the budget means managing the money and resources you have. How much you're gonna allocate for your expenses and how much you're gonna allocate for your investments. Once you create your budget, that budget must the saving portion of that budget for the investment should be at least 10% of your gross income. Try to live off 90% of your income. Try to live off your expenses. But in the start of your career, in the early ages, you don't have that much financial responsibility on you. So this is the best time to save as much as possible you can do. So instead of 10%, you can go 20-30% for that, and save that money to invest into the seeds which will yield you the benefit or the profit at the end of the day. So once you created a budget, just creating a budget is a half thing. The other half is tracking the expenses. For example, I created budget for the 90% of my income to set aside as expenses. So now I have to, on the daily basis, I have to track the expenses, that how much expenses actually is going to incur on that. And if I'm not tracking that expenses, I cannot track how much I spent. It is over the budget or under the budget. So creating a budget and tracking the expenses is the next the money mistake that a lot of people in the early 20s they should avoid for that. And the next mistake, this is again a lot of people don't think about that. Don't investing in the retirement funds. Usually when you got into the job, a lot of employers have this employment retirement benefits. In Canada we have TFSA, we have RRSP. In US we have Roth IRAs and 401k, and same would be in your country, whatever countries you're watching right now. All the good employers have the scheme that how much you put into your retirement fund, they also match that much money. So basically the 50% of that money you're investing, you're getting free from your employer. Yeah. And again, the timing factor. In the start of your career, when you try to invest in that retirement fund, you have more time to grow and accumulate that thing. So do not take the retirement factor or retirement funding factor very lightly. Plan for that and set aside some budget or set aside some money from your monthly income to fund that thing. And the last thing, and very important, especially what I see in North America, all the young kids and all the young adults when they start their professional career, they try to look very rich. They try to look very wealthy. Now, trying to look wealthy or being wealthy, what's the difference between these two? For example, if I'm driving a car, a lavish car, if I buy that car on the loan and I'm struggling to pay off that loan, so I'm trying to look wealthy, but actually I'm not wealthy because I cannot afford that car. Now, a lot of time, the people, when they get their paycheck, they pay their car dealer first, they pay the BMW or Mustang first, and then they pay to Gucci and Tommy Hilfiger first. Then they pay to the Amazon to make them rich. Then they pay to all the big brands to make them rich. And at the end of the day, they don't have anything left in their bank account. So the bank account which is going to save them in the rainy days, the bank account which is going to save them for the investment and growth purpose, they are paying it at the last. And most of the time, there is nothing to pay or to fund that account. So the crux of the story or the punchline of the story is pay yourself first. So whenever you get a paycheck, set aside the money which you're thinking is for your growth and investment. Pay yourself first. Save before you spend. Pay yourself first. If you don't pay Amazon for 1 month, Jeff Bezos still be a billionaire. If you don't pay for the Gucci or don't pay for the Starbucks for 1 month, they still make a good money. But if you don't pay that money is going to contribute into your account, and that will increase your net worth. Yeah. So pay yourself first and then spend whatever left according to that. Now, just very interesting thing which I want to differentiate between how the rich people see when they get the money or the paycheck, and how the poor people see when they get the money or the paycheck. When the rich people see the money of the paycheck, they see that where they want to invest that money. And the broke person or broke minded person see the money of the paycheck, they say where I want to spend that money.
Yeah.
So whenever they have an increment, whenever they have their money is their monthly income is growing, they think the different ways where to spend. If they have a small car, they go for a big car. If they have a less expensive watch or a car or a mobile phone, they go for the expensive one. But the rich-minded person, what they see that where should I spend this money to grow that money, so that you can afford for all the expensive thing without putting yourself in the hard financial situation. Instead of buying a brand new Apple mobile phone every year, they buy the Apple shares, which gave them the income, which they give them the dividend every month. Instead of buying every day a $5 or $6 Starbucks coffee, they try to buy the Starbucks shares, which make them rich at the end of the day. So instead of the consumer mindset, the rich people or the wealthy people have the investment mindset. So I hope so these are the most common financial mistakes which the people should avoid in the start of their career or in the start of their early working life. So in the end, as usual, I'm going to summarize all the points. The first mistake we should avoid is wait to invest. Since the time is on your side, don't waste your time, don't waste your money. Just go into the market and get your money enough time to grow and give you the riches at the end of the day. The second mistake, avoid expensive cars. If you go for as I give the example, if you're living in a Toronto or a big city, there is a lot of options for the cheap transit. But if you still want to buy a car or your personal vehicle, don't go over the 10% of your monthly income. The next mistake which people doing is not making budget or tracking their expenses. To avoid this mistake, next one is not sharing into the retirement fund. And the last one, they try to look rich instead of being rich. They try to look wealthy instead of being wealthy. Again, in the end, lot of time people buy the things they don't need with the money they don't have to impress the people they don't like. So avoid those mistakes in your life.
So that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and found it very helpful. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, share it with your friends, comment down below your finance related questions and the favorite part of this video, and I'll meet you in the next one.